Hey everybody, and welcome back to L&B Outdoors. Today we're going to be working on our 2009 Yamaha BIG Bear 400. It needs a carburetor. Well, it needs a gasket, but I'll explain that in a little bit. Y'all stay tuned. So we had some running issues the other day, and it didn't want to run too good. You could choke it or take it off choke. It still didn't matter. And then the needle and seat would stick, and it would just flood the carburetor. So we pulled the carburetor apart, cleaned it. Amongst cleaning it, we did find some stuff chucked up in the needle and jets. But when we went and put it back together, the gasket broke, and we could not get that gasket repaired. We tried to make one, so we decided, well, we'll look into getting us a rebuild kit, and they wanted like $45 for a rebuild kit, and then we can get this one right here off eBay for $30 for the whole carburetor. So that's what we done. I know it's a cheap carburetor, but we'll see what happens. I did buy one of these, not this exact kind, but I did buy one of these cheap ones off eBay. This one here was 30 bucks. I found one for that three-wheeler I did several months ago for like 19 or 20 bucks. And hey, I put it on, it fired right up. So we're gonna give it a shot, see how this works. Original OEM manufacturer, I think, was like $274. Got this one off eBay for 30. Hey, we'll see what happens. So you got 4 screws here, here, and here. Then underneath here, you got a bolt in your plastics, and then you got a bolt holding your tanks on bottom. It's kind of hard to show you. Once you get all that off, disconnect your fuel line from your gas tank. Your gas tank will come out. It's kind of hard to do, but you can do it. And then once you get to that point, you can see your carburetor right here. We'll start pulling stuff off the carburetor. You got these here, 10 millimeters. There's 2 of them, one here, one here. I'm gonna get these out. Then I'm gonna try to show you what I'm talking about. Underneath the filter, or not the filter, but the fender. So up here in the fender area, there is 2 bolts that's holding the gas tank down up here. You really just got to feel for them. So we're gonna get them out, and then we'll get this gas tank slid out. All right, so these plastic pieces are pretty tight. So you gotta kind of slide that gas tank out in between them. But now you can get to your carburetor top and all that down there, and set your gas tank to the side. Y'all seen that in one of the episodes? I don't know, it's been a year or so ago. Whenever we took and put a brand new fuel petcock on this tank. Remember, it was leaking. So y'all seen that before. So you got several connectors up here. You got your throttle linkage. You got your air. That's like a return, kind of like a PCV, but it returns back to your crankcase ventilation. You got a couple of hoses on your carb. You got your choke cable. And then from that point, you got your boot screws to loosen up on your boot screws to be able to pull the carburetor out. Now, a little tricky thing on this throttle linkage is you got to take this side cover off. Maybe I can show you a little better down here. There's a side cover right here that you got to take off, because you got to be able to disconnect the throttle cable itself inside behind this cover. And that's a little tricky to do. It's kind of hard to even video and show you, but I'll try to show you and explain it when I get in here more. So we're going to start tearing some of this stuff down where we can get this old carburetor off. So maybe you can see that a little better in there now. This little brass piece is the keeper where your cable attaches to. You got to be able to roll this throttle back by hand and get that cable to come out with this keeper. Once you do that, this brass keeper comes off the cable, and then you can pull that cable back up through this metal piece up here, and that'll get rid of the cable that's on the actual carb. That's part of this. I think there's quite a few of them that's kind of like that. So that's what we're fixing to do. I'm gonna try to set you up and show you. I know it's gonna be a little hard. My hands are gonna be in the way. It's kind of a tight spot, but that's what we're gonna do. Alright, so you're going to take one hand and you're going to come up here to the throttle and see how I'm actuating it. So you want it to throttle all the way up to make that cable kind of stay right there. And then you got to try to take the slack out of your cable and get it to come out. And I know it is hard to do. And I had a little bit of it come out there. There we go. Up there. Well, it come apart. That's kind of the name of the game. That's what we wanted to do, but we didn't want to lose parts either. So let's see if we can find that little brass piece that I was telling you about. I see it down in here. But if there's not tension on it like what I was showing you, it's pretty easy to come apart. But going back together is kind of fun. And this little brass piece is going to be fun too. I know the new one comes with it. There it is. So this brass piece has a hole and a slot in it where that cable goes in and gets held. I hope y'all can see that. So anyway, and then there's the end of the cable right here. Hope y'all can see that too. I know it's hard on the camera. There, I can show it in the light there. So this piece will slide out and come out. And then when we go back together with a new one, we'll have to reinstall all this. It's just part of what Yamaha done. But we're going to save all these pieces. You never know. Here's where your cable comes into the carb. You're just going to screw this piece out. Alright, and then slowly pull this out, and your cable should come out with it. So there's your cable right there. And that'll stay with the bike. Kind of out of the way. You got a vacuum line here. You got a vacuum line on the side there. We're going to leave the fuel line on it for now. Alright, over here you've got a choke. And all that is just a fitting that screws out. All you got to do is just screw that out and the plunger comes out. When we get to that, I'll show you. So this piece right here is your choke. It comes down and it takes a, I don't even know what size that is. It's probably like a 12, but these pliers will be good enough just to loosen it up, and then you can do the rest of it by hand. So all this is a plunger in here that works off of a cable. See there? It's got a spring on it and everything. That's your choke. So if you actuate your choke cable, see how it moves? That's your choke. So that's going to come to the side. We got these loosened up. We got to get this one loosened up. And then we'll be about ready to take this carburetor out. Alright, carburetor's ready to come out. Let's see if we can get her out. We're going to try to get this boot off. We'll slide that out. May have to turn it weird ways or whatever, and you will have some gas come out of it. And then you got a couple of wires on bottom down here that you'll have to disconnect. And there it is. Carburetor is off. So all it really honestly needs is a gasket, this bowl gasket, truthfully. But like I say, for the price of the carb kit, I bought a whole new carburetor. We're just gonna see how it works. Worst case, if the new carburetor don't work, I'll snatch that bowl gasket off of it, put it back on this original one, and not worry about it. Now we gotta get our cable in. Throttle cable. That's the hard part, remember I was telling y'all. See if we can't get it to work. So your cable will come down through just like so. And we'll go ahead and thread it on like I was showing you unthreading it earlier. And thread it on. Now we got to get this piece hooked in. I'm going to try to get it in the slot and then get that. So you see how that's hooked. Try to zoom in where y'all can see it. So now this round piece has to go in this round hole on this throttle, but the cable has to go over it too. So see, just like that ain't gonna work. So now we got to rotate this throttle and rotate this brass piece too while all holding it, because you don't want it to come flying apart and lose pieces. So we're gonna rotate the throttle. Oops, see how it just come off? This makes it to be difficult. Well, finally got that back in there. We're gonna put this cap back on, finish putting some stuff together, get the tank back on, and we'll pop it off and see what happens. That was a pain in the butt. It seems like every time that we do it, it gets worse and worse trying to get that little brass fitting in there. But we're getting there, slowly but surely. All right, we got it all back together. We're gonna turn our fuel on and see where our throttle is set. To adjust your idle, you got a little handle right here, or a little screw piece right here. Basically that just adjusts the stop on your throttle linkage that we just hooked up a while ago. All right, the fuel's on. I'm not seeing any leakage yet. Let's see if she'll crank up. Key on. We're gonna go ahead and choke it just to make sure. Take the choke off. Seems like the idle is about right. We may have to tweak on that a little bit. But hey, so far so good. We'll put my boy on and let him go ride it for a little bit. Make sure we ain't got no leaks. Make sure no issues.
It works better.
Well, do we have any leaks? No leaks. That's good. Alright, have fun, son. We've been riddled with small engine repairs this past week or so. I don't know why. You know, we did our exhaust on that not too long ago, and he probably got, I don't know, 10, 15 rides out of it. And then pull cord broke. Not the cord itself, but the plastic hub that holds the ears that clamps into these when you pull it. So that's next on our list, amongst other things. Got a golf cart down too. I tell you what, it's something all the time around here. Well, it didn't take him long to run a half a tank of gas out. So we had to put some more gas in it. He's going to hit the trails again. We've looked it over, make sure ain't got no leaks, no issues. So hey, can a $30 eBay carburetor fix your issues? Well, in our case it did. Maybe it'll work for you. I couldn't see spending $200, $300 on an OEM carburetor. I had one already. Worst case, I'd use the guts out of this cheap one as a rebuild kit and keep going. But now this new one, this eBay special, it's working. So hey, that's a win on our account. But listen, we're gonna wrap this one up. We appreciate y'all. Y'all just Y'all hit that like, share, subscribe. Interact with the channel. Let me know how you like it. Let me know if it's worked for y'all or not. I'd like to hear your stories. Anyway, y'all have a good one. Take care. We'll see y'all in the next video.